Namaskaram to all Atmas and Namaskaram to my Atma Guru, under whose instruction today we are going to discuss about a very important area, the charter number 2, that is called Job for All. Yesterday we discovered education for all. After education, what is it? Is job for the youth. So today, with the increase in population crossing more than 140 crores in the country, the youth population is increasing. With the result, the unemployment problem in the country is also increasing. So today, our country, the economic growth is fast improving. But still, we see that the unemployment problem is also increasing. With the result, those illiterate, especially the poor people in the country, still they rank majority, and the poorness is mainly because of the poverty, illiteracy, unemployment they face. So this poverty, illiterate people, because they don't get the right opportunity for right employment, for survival, they have to take another route, which is mostly they become the victims of criminalism, terrorism, Naxalism. People involved in chain snatching to earn money for their livelihood, and these illiterate people becomes addict to drinks and drugs, and to meet the cost for these drinks and drugs, they involve in chain snatching and other criminal activities, especially among the youth. Today, the terrorism, mostly the people who are doing the job on the field is mainly a youth. So, it is high time that we have to see how we have to shape these youth. See, these youth have got a lot of energy, tremendous energy in them. If this energy is not taken in the right direction, the society will collapse. So we have to see that the energy should be taken in the right positive direction so that the society grow. If you want to make India into a developed nation, the first and foremost focus is we should give importance to the youth of the country. And they should be taken the right path. And they should be given the right opportunity at the right time. So that they don't go become victims of criminalism, and they don't go in the wrong path. So if they don't get a job at right time, they get depressed. Because the depression leads them to become addicted to drinks and drugs. To meet the needs, they take the wrong path. So all these are all vicious circle. Especially youth, they are very sensitive because they have the feeling that having educated them, the parents, it's time for them to stand on their own feet and see that they help the parents. But they don't get the opportunity, that gives them depression in their mind. So all these the social factors, the government has to observe and see what we have to, not only government and all the people, we all people have to identify the cause for this, and we have to rectify so that the youth are brought in the right direction and right path. So as far as the job opportunities are concerned, there are many opportunities are there. India is fast growing, so the lot of industries are coming day in and day out, both in government, in central government, state government, lot of departments are there. CBI is there, revenue department is there, police department is there, teaching department is there. So various areas, thousands and lakhs of opportunities are created in defense, in military, air force, navy, and in railways, in banks, in public sector enterprises, in financial institutions. So lot many opportunities are there in the government areas, government avenues. So besides this, lot of companies coming in organized and unorganized sectors, small scale industries, where they give a lot of opportunities for the youth to get jobs. But despite all these things, why the unemployment problem is increasing in the country is mainly because today there are a lot of colleges coming, engineering colleges mushrooming. Every year 10 lakh engineers are completing the graduation, but only 10,000 people seem to be getting an employment opportunity. So what happens to the balanced people? So this shows why they are not able to get. Is there is no job opportunities, It's not the case. Why they are not able to get is because they lack certain basic qualities, what is called employable skill. One time the Vice Chancellor of Madras Anna University said that those people are getting qualified as engineering in the engineering or any industry, any field. They lack employable skill in them. They lack communication skill in them. So one of the main thing what is lacking in people is, especially people who have studied Tamil medium up to 10th, they come to English medium in plus 1, plus 2 for in engineering area. So because the lack of strong English knowledge, they just qualify themselves, and when they go to higher studies, though they make up, because most of the education is in not education system, they make up and then get good marks. But one thing is the lack of communication skill in English, communicating both in writing and speaking, that makes them not to get a right opportunity at right time in the interviews. They fail in interviews. So the personality traits, lack of communication skill, lack of good quality education, because there are a lot of engineering colleges where don't have good faculty. So because of that, they won't get the good. In one of the company where my client, he said engineering people, some people came for interview who has completed BTech, but they don't know anything about vernier calipers or screw gauge. What is the difference between vernier caliper and screw gauge? That is the situation prevailing in the among the engineering students, he said. So that is mainly because they lack, the institutions lack proper faculty, qualified faculty to train them. They simply give some marks and they get qualified. And mostly some of the cases you see from first year onwards and fifth year, fourth year onwards, people who complete the course, they have a lot of arrears also. So this shows that the majority of people, though they call themselves engineers, are graduates, they don't have that employable skill in them, that communication skill in them. They could not write even a small sentence for themselves. So that is the situation prevailing in India, and this is the cause, one of the factors responsible for the youth not able to get the right job opportunities. So here government should see what best they have to take to make all the youth employable. That is one of the important. If government doesn't give importance to this area, then it will lead to a catastrophic effect, because the youth are the pillars of our country. So what steps the government should take to see that youth are made employable and they provide employment, right employment opportunity to them is, government should take initiative to start free skill development training centers in each constituency. In each constituency they should take, where they should provide free job-oriented competitive examination coaching for UPSC, IAS, IPS, all these things, and all higher levels, forest, Indian Revenue Service, in each and every area. They should give perfect training for them freely. We say that, like railways, staff selection, then UPSC, TNPSC, so various bank jobs. For all this, they should provide free coaching for the youth. In each constituency, such centers should be established, so that people in their constituency, they can come and take the benefit of it. So here, apart from people who are qualified, who are applying for government job examinations, other thing is each people who are whom to get them employable opportunity, they should be given some employable skill. So whatever qualification is there, they should be given some technical training in computer course, Tally, GST, or in some vocational training, so that CNC training, like that, so that they get the employable skill to get an opportunity in some organizations. Communication, English communication skill training should be given, personality development training should be given, and free coaching in interview techniques and group discussions. All these things should be given through this center, so that the youth become an employable youth. So he can get opportunity according to his qualification, according to the employable skill he build up, so that he can get right job at right time. So how to get job in private sector? So government job, competitive examination. Private sector, see in most of the private sectors, they people at the small scale industry level, all these people, the owners, they select only, they request the requirement only through known circle, like their auditors, their friends and relatives, because they want to see a right person from the known circle will be better. So, but people in rural areas who come here for jobs, they could not able to get that kind of contact because of which they don't get job opportunity. So, for such youth, what government should do is, for any youth, even in remote villages, government should create such an environment. They should also get a job opportunity. For that, what the steps government should take is, there are post offices in each and every locality throughout the country. So in each post office, a separate national employment exchange cell should be created, where in the youth who are job seeking youth in that particular post office area, they can submit their applications with their qualifications, all these things to the respective post offices, the National Employment Exchange cell in the post office. So these people, the person in that who is collecting all the applications, he should post it in the National Employment Exchange website portal, these applications under particular category of jobs according to the qualification and other things. And a special mentor should be kept for each constituency who should come to each post office and identify the students, applicants, and after seeing their qualification, what is the employable skill they have to undergo, he should guide them and send to the skill development training center each constituency for them to undergo the training, so that according to the qualification, according to the aptitude, they get the right employable skill so that they can get a job opportunity. So this is one of the way where you can create employable skill in each. The post office plays a very important role. So when all the applicants are posted, when these posted in the National Employment Exchange, so this go to all the places. Similarly, each post office, the companies in that particular post office area should post the requirement in that, send the requirements to that post office, or they can post the job requirements in the National Employment Exchange portal directly. So that the mentors in each constituency, they will identify which company is best suited for the youth after getting the employable skill, so that they can be posted, they can get an opportunity, they can take interview and post them into particular job opportunities. So this creates an avenue for all the people to get jobs according to their qualification, according to their aspirations. So we have to create employable skill among the youth to get the job opportunities. And the next is self-employment training. There are people who want to take self-employment, who have got the entrepreneurial skill, they want to start their own industry, like startups like that. So such people, for such people, government should provide a self-employment training center in each constituency, where they should be given entrepreneur development training. So to run how to run an enterprise. So what are all the criteria that one should follow to make it successful? And a mentor should be kept for each person according to their field of area. This mentor should guide them how to start an enterprise and run it. And after undergoing this entrepreneur development training, the government should give them the sponsor with some banks or institutions, financial institutions, to support them to start the industry and run the industry successfully, and the mentors under the guidance of the mentors, so that these youth, they succeed in their self-employment avenues. So by this way, we have to create job opportunities for self-employed youth. And next is training in sports, games, music and dance. Some people may be interested in sports, games. Sports means cricket, badminton, tennis, kabaddi, and in various areas according to right from childhood, they would have interest in that, and they want to pursue their career in that line. Some people in music, some people in dance, some people in Carnatic, some people. So in whatever areas, right from school level, their talents in this area should be identified, and they should be given proper training after their school level, school studies, so that they get qualified, get a employable skill among them. They should be trained properly in their particular field where they are interested. And government should take initiative in tying up with the corporates to conduct sponsorship tournaments contests in each village level, town level, city level, regional level, state level, national level, international level, so that These talents of the youth come to the knowledge of international level. Many Olympic medals come to us through these highly talented people, by creating highly talented youth. So, such youth will get an opportunity in their field. Like, say, for instance, so many cricket players are taken on contract by BCCI, they have been paid well. So, up till the period they are qualified, they can able to do that sports or games, they should get an avenue there for livelihood. Afterwards, under the sports or games quota, they should be placed in some organizations according to their skill, and after giving them the proper employable skill, they should get an opportunity on their quota basis, so that they continue the job opportunity even after they complete their profession in the particular field of sports or games. So like that, we have to create employment opportunities, self-employment opportunities to all. And finally, this rural youth. So the rural people come to your urban area for job seeking, and we see a lot of rural people. If they don't get, they end up in taking up small jobs like masonry, then cycle rickshaw driving, all these areas. This happens in North India. Many Biharis come to Delhi who are cycle rickshaw pullers, like that is there. So such people are vulnerable to become criminals also. So it's not necessary, but depending on the situation, there are many people who join as servants in house. They involve in criminal activities by killing that owners and taking the jewelry. That is happening, which we are seeing in our newspapers. But this is happening mainly because they lack the employable skill. No youth want to become a criminal. Had the government given them the right opportunity, grow. So that is the government steps which you should take. In rural areas, the rural youth should be trained in horticulture, sericulture, agriculture, in specific fields, that they can to start their own poultry or dairy farms or aquaculture area. So they get their self-employment avenues for them. So especially for running this, they need land. So for horticulture, for agriculture, for crop development, everywhere the government. So government should identify the government lands, Parambook land, like that, and give it on lease to these youth to start their own farms, so a poultry farm, a dairy farm, or agriculture in various and support them with finance and seeds and other things, so that these wastelands they can be used for a productive purpose. Government wasteland can be used for productive purpose, and rural youth also get an opportunity for their livelihood through this employment avenues. So, like that, rural and urban youth in whatever areas, we have to create an opportunity for jobs, and that is possible only if government take initiative. To make the government to take initiative, the second charter should be brought to the knowledge of the government through social media and through participation by opposition parties. Everybody should consider the opportunities in this area for you to get good jobs at right time, so that we can shape the youth productively instead of becoming a negative element to the nation, by which we should create an employment jobs for all. It is possible. If all government and corporates, everybody join together, we can create job for each and every youth and make them a productive youth that creates a productive income for themselves, for their family, and a productive income by way of tax to the government. And this will cause for the increase in the productivity of and economic growth of the country, that make India a developed nation. So let us all work for creating jobs for all and see that all youth get a better livelihood and they contribute for the economic growth of the country. Thank you.